Hi everyone, this is David Zachos with Zachos Realty Design Group. And in this video, I want to give you an overview of some of the most sought after towns and villages on the Florida Gulf Coast. I've lived and worked here in this area since the 1980s. And most of you know I was a deputy here for 25 years. I was a detective and I was a school resource officer in many of the local schools. And doing real estate now full-time for 17 years, I've been helping hundreds and hundreds of clients relocate here, find homes here, sell homes here. I currently live in Venice. I have lived in Sarasota. I've lived in Lakewood Ranch. And I've owned homes on Anna Maria, Holmes Beach, and in Palmer Ranch. We do a lot of business up and down the Gulf Coast. The different towns have unique features that appeal to a wide range of people depending on what they're looking for. So in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of our service area, and I've picked the areas that seem to be the most sought after towns and villages along the Florida Gulf Coast. The areas closest to the beach were developed many years ago. So typically you're going to find older and more modest homes there. But since our coast in the Sarasota area actually has been very desirable for many years, rich and famous people also came to our coast. So we have our share extravagant, historic, and larger, grander homes, many on the water. As time went on and the area tended to get developed out east, as demand grew exponentially, really significantly in the last 10 years, you'll find that many of these older homes, these modest homes that were close to the beach or the downtown areas, have been torn down, the one historic, and new construction is taking their place. I'm going to define what I'm going to call the Golden Triangle, with Anna Maria Island on the northern tip, Lakewood Ranch on the easterly portion, and Welland Park down south and Inglewood. I'll break the triangle up into 7 different regions defined by an area geographically, and I'll give you a snapshot pointing to a couple pros and cons of those different areas. I'm going to start with the North Gulf Beach towns, and that's going to include Anna Maria, Bradenton Beach, and Holmes Beach. I'm then going to speak about Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, including Siesta Key. I'm then going to move to Venice, Nokomis, over to Welland Park, and wrap up with the South Gulf beaches and South Gulf Beach towns. Anna Maria, being on the northern tip, is more isolated. It tends to be a little bit quieter, and you're going to find very extravagant bayfront homes and gulf-front homes. But you'll also find some more modest homes. Most of those small homes are now gone, and they've been torn down and rebuilt if they weren't historic, with exceptionally grand and very nice amenity homes. What's nice about this area is that you're right on the Gulf. All right, so you have access to many Gulf beaches, Gulf beach accesses. You've got a lot of waterfront, Gulf front homes, beachfront homes, and many different canal front homes. So when you're out there, you're definitely going to feel like it's a resort town. You're going to feel like you're getting away, you're on vacation, which is a great thing if that's what you're looking for. You're going to have the t-shirt shops and the waterfront dining and just that relaxing atmosphere. You have plenty of opportunities for water sports. Gulf front living, I would say, is a pro. Many 5-star excellent restaurants out there. I'm going to say the cons of living in this area is that it gets congested during season. And right now, we've seen a transition where it's a lot of rentals versus a lot of residents. Now, going to my next area, I'm going to talk about Bradenton. This has a wide mix of homes and neighborhoods. West Bradenton, which includes Cortez and Palmasola, still, in my opinion, have that old town Florida feel. Quick access to get on the beaches, but you're not stuck on the beaches. I think it has that going for it. Many of the homes in this area are going to be a little bit older, may need renovating. Moving east from there, you have downtown Bradenton. This is undergoing revitalization. I would say it has a mix of what you would call traditional old Florida neighborhoods with some up-and-coming neighborhoods like the Art District. Southwest Bradenton, which is closer to Sarasota, has the IMG Academy. You'll find in this area that you have many luxury bayfront homes mixed in with modest homes that are affordable. Lots of recreation in the Bradenton area. The cons is that if you're looking for a new home, you may have to go out to East Bradenton, and that there's also some neighborhoods that have not quite transitioned yet. So those would be my 2 cons of Bradenton. All right, next let's talk about Lakewood Ranch. This is a thriving area. It has a lot going for it, has something for everyone. Got some very modest homes, condos in the older sections of Lakewood Ranch primarily, but they're building a lot of new neighborhoods in Lakewood Ranch, so you can find something that's affordable and that's brand new. Lakewood Ranch also appeals to is the luxury. So many very high-end golf courses, many high-end communities, massive homes, luxury homes. You have a mix in Lakewood Ranch, which is kind of nice. The pros of this, you've got a mix of not just homes, but you also have a mix of people. It appeals to multi-generations. You have singles, young families, lots of sporting events, activities for those young families, t-ball, basketball, hockey, not too far away, and even soccer and all this stuff going on in Lakewood Ranch. If you're looking to relocate, there's lots of opportunities for you with both newer and brand new homes. You're away from the coast, so you're not in an evacuation area. No matter what age you are, there's lots of shopping and activities that take place now in and around the UTC any time of the year. The cons is you're getting a little farther from the Gulf beaches. In season, you can find it may take you 35, 45 minutes to get to the beach, and that the roads are congested. Keep that in mind. Sarasota is the next area I'm going to talk about. It's the heart of our Gulf Coast. It's where everything starts and kind of expands out from there. It's got a rich history of the arts. You have the Oslo, you have the museums, you have Opera House, theater, lots of festivals that take place throughout the year. You've got a vibrant downtown Bayfront Park, the new Bay Park that's going to be developed soon. Lots of downtown shopping, dining, hiking, up and over the bridge. You've got the Legacy Trail now that ends in downtown Sarasota. So lots to do, whether you're looking for fitness activities or just walking, casual shopping, and spending some time relaxing on one of the many Bayfront parks. So the housing in Sarasota has a vast range. You've got some historic, really nice homes in the Laurel Park, Burns Court area. Mixed in, you're going to see these high-rise condos taking place all over downtown. Many of them with direct bay views, spectacular views, really nice places that you want to call home. As you go farther out east or south from downtown Sarasota, you have more affordable neighborhoods like the Southgate neighborhood, the Gulfgate neighborhood. These tend to be older homes in these neighborhoods from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and maybe even 80s. And so you're going to have more affordable type of homes with these older homes, but you're also seeing a lot of new construction in Sarasota. That primarily has taken place in the Palmer Ranch area. Just about every Palmer Ranch neighborhood has been built out. There are like one or two left, but a lot of newer homes there mostly tend to be gated communities, and you also have golf communities in Sarasota that are highly sought after areas. The pros for Sarasota is that you have that city life anytime you want it. The town is growing, has a lot going for it. Great golf beaches, great parks, and of course you have Sarasota Airport right there. The cons, prices are getting higher. It is getting a little busier, so be aware of that. All right, let's move south. We're going to talk about Venice. This used to be a small retirement sleepy town. That's the way it was when I got here back in the 80s, but it's transitioned significantly from that over the last 15 years, and more so even over the last 5 to 10 years. We have a wide variety of homes and condos and villas in Venice. Prices tend to be a little bit better than Sarasota. And when I'm talking about Venice, I'm going to include the areas of North Venice, South Venice, and the East Venice. And the downtown areas where you have some historic homes around the business district. You have an abundance of condos and villas, and even have new condos that have been built. You're also seeing new construction homes where some of the older homes that are not historic have been torn down and replaced within the last 4 to 5 years. In Venice, you also have just a little bit east of the downtown area, you have a lot of golf course communities. I'll name a few: Pelican Point, Plantation, Capri Isles, Venice Golf and Country Club. We did a video and we have a guide for golf course communities in Venice and golf courses in Venice. If you have interest, you can check that out. As you go a little bit further east in Venice and a little bit north up to Nokomis, a nice thing about this is you want to stay close to the beach within 15, 20 minutes. There's several neighborhoods that have estate type lots, a half acre and even more. So that's a nice thing about Venice as well. If you're looking for new construction, there's no shortage of that in Venice. Most of that's going to be taking place in Nokomis and North Venice. You're still only 15, 20 minutes to the beach. The pros of Venice is that variety of different home styles, price points tend to be better than Sarasota. You're never far from a beach, and I still think that small town feel exists with a sense of community. You may say a con, a small town doesn't have everything Sarasota has going for it, and you're a little bit farther from Tampa. All right, Welland Park. This is up and coming, and it's really a sought-after area for many people that are looking to relocate here, either for just seasonal home for the winter or for a full-time home. Many active lifestyle options for you. So you're quick to have activities, stay active, meet people, and a lot going on in the area. You've got Cool Today Park, the Atlanta Braves Spring Training Facility. You've got the new Main Street at Welland Park that has concerts on the green. Got Farmers Market. You have lots of new shops, and it's all golf cart friendly. You can find a modest villa from the lower 400s, maybe even the 300s, to homes in their millions in Welland Park. So the pros of this area that it's new, has a lot going for it, even more coming towards that. So you're going to have that built into where you're at right now. It's still close to the Venice beaches, and the homes are newer, not have to worry about some of the concerns people have when they buy these older homes. The cons to the area is because that construction is going on, you may find a neighborhood that has a lot of construction, so that's going to be ongoing around you for maybe several years. Your distance to Sarasota, Tampa is getting a little bit farther. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Definitely not the least, but the last is I'm going to talk about the Englewood, Minnesota Key area. This is at the very southern part of Sarasota County. This is an area of Sarasota County that people prefer if you want a little bit quieter area. You've got beautiful golf beaches. You got Minnesota Beach. A lot of my clients just say they absolutely love Minnesota Beach, its uniqueness. You've got Blonde Pass Beach, and you have Englewood Beach. In addition to that, you've got many recreation areas. You've got waterfront boating, fishing, boat launches, kayak launches, preserve area that the county has set aside. So lots of that. What I like about this area of Englewood is that the county is investing a lot of money into the small historic area. And so you're seeing Sarasota County put a lot of money into this area, into the historic downtown business district. And I think that's going to impact the area. It's very desirable, in my opinion, if you're looking for something off the beaten path, has that old Florida charm, and gives you that uniqueness that really Sarasota and Venice was back in the 80s when I moved here. So you still have that. It's slower paced, not as crowded, lots of water access. Like I mentioned, boating, fishing, kayaking, nature trails, that's all pros of this area. Cons of this area, you are more remote. You have a mix of mostly older homes. There is one newer, new construction development going in on the north part of Englewood that's called Beach Walk by Minnesota. You may have heard me talk about that if you're interested in finding out about that. It's a very active lifestyle, new community at the north end of Englewood. We'll put a link here where you can check that out. Thank you for watching. This is, again, just an overview of these 7 key areas that people tend to feel that are desirable when they relocate to our Florida Gulf Coast. Before I go, I wanted to stop and just wrap this up with a little bit about why I do what I do. I love helping people. I have a service heart. I did that for 25 years in law enforcement, and now I do that as I serve people that relocate here. They may not know anyone here. They may not have any friends, family, so they really need a trusted advisor. And I embrace that role, and I love that role of helping and serving people find what's perfect for them and always giving them the best advice like their family. I also do it because it's a chance for me to connect with other law enforcement officers, both active and retired. I've helped a number of them find homes here locally, and I feel like I'm giving back to the community. As a result of that, I recently took over as the president of the Sarasota County Fraternal Order of Police, and it's just another way by our success through our real estate. We can help by giving time, money, and energy to officers, both active and retired. So that's just part of who I am and why I do what I do. Again, thanks for watching. Reach out. Don't hesitate. Happy to answer your calls or your questions. Take care. I'll look forward to speaking with you again soon. Bye.